Welcome between these hallowed hedges. Sanford Stadium in Athens, Georgia, home to the Georgia Bulldogs. Where they've had a little chicken, they've had a little drink, and friends, it's time once again to let the big dogs eat. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the LSU Tigers, taking on the 12th-ranked team in the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going.
Nah, that shit. Different people learning shit.
Georgia likely to kick it deep to get things started. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16.
That was a battle, man.
This crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming in.
It's a fumble. Now the defense has got it going the other way. Running toward the tape.
Yeah, I thought it would have been complete security
on offense. The football possession, that is priceless. Losing possession, turning the ball over, that kills you in games, that loses games, and that is a bad, bad play at a bad time.
You want to let it try it?
He leaves it with the back. And he'll pick up one. It brings up second.
You caught it. You caught it. They're that home field shit.
This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
Wants to fire on second down. Makes his connection. Touchdown, Dogs! What a grab and go for the score. They'll try to tack one more on their score.
I was trying to see which one's going to be open.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find
I was
any
telling you, it'll probably be near you in Texas, but he ain't got no more stuff in him.
Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute and you've got to lock in.
Now on first down from the 28. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. He breaks a tackle. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
They make the stop at the 41, but it's a 15-yard pickup, and they're rolling going with a first down. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And runs like that are like body blows in a boxing match. 4, 5, 6-yard gains early turn into 20, 30, 40-yard gains later. They really wear down defenses, and they test their physicality.
They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
They'll go with a direct snap. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box, and still this guy has been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. A first down for the offense. He wants to throw. Oh, and it's picked off. Threw it right into the teeth of double coverage. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Tigers.
Okay.
The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too, now. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might spell out a wide receiver next week after making that big play, but defense, great job making the interception, and you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. The play action fake. Using the quick game. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Dogs pick up the first down through the air, and the Georgia faithful starting to howl and bark.
And we've seen that in the past with Georgia. Maybe you get a little bit conservative, a little bit too much reliant on great defense, run the football. The reason that they broke through, the reason they started winning championships in the recent era, they became more aggressive, more dynamic throwing the football down the field.
And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
That's a really good job by the defense reacting to what they see. They see the quarterback flip it forward on the touch pass. Now got to go get it, right? Corral that football. You picked up some yards, yeah, but you didn't give up that big explosive play, and now you have to make them earn it now on the next down.
This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good.
They really have no choice here. This is a no-brainer. You go for it here on this 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end.
Well, here's a classic sudden change situation early in the game. And we're going to see a few of these as the game goes on. But with the defense getting that stop on 4th down in their opponent territory, the offense now has an opportunity to come out here and maybe take a shot in this sudden change situation, see if they can catch the defense napping.
They'll run it from the gun. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep 3rd downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on 1st down.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
Don't hit that nigga. Don't hit him. Don't hit him.
Just drives it between the uprights. And now the lead is even bigger. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, a big-time top 15 duel. Let's get right to it. Ohio State is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Troy Smith, and they're right back in this. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Wisconsin. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that?
Who got back up?
Those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
Teammate came behind.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
And that is how you bring it. You see the ball, you go get it right now, and you bring the wood with some bad intentions.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down.
Man, short on the route.
I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You could tell he's thrown over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He'll pull it down. And he is not going to get there as the defense gets him on the ground.
Well, the unique thing about this defense with their nickel personnel is they're able to disguise what they're doing. They can play a lot of different coverages. They can play man, zone, but they can also bring the nickel player in the box and still be pretty good against the run. That time, pretty good job defending the QB scramble. Let's see what they do here on 4th.
They've already failed to convert on 4th down once in the 1st quarter. Doesn't stop them from trying it here. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down.
Oh,
And
he
the
over.
incomplete pass
Bro,
lets
how
his
you
defense
overthrow it
get the
again,
ball
bro?
back for its own
He
great
wide
field
open,
position.
bro. Look
Your
at
goal
it. Look
of
at
the
it.
defense is to stop them, is to
Look at
force
it,
punts, and
man.
then this
He
is
right
just
there.
gravy. Now they
Wow.
go for it on 4th down and medium. On their side of the field, you get the big stop and a chance to switch the momentum here in the first half.
The offense lining up for a first down play. Pressure coming.
Jesus.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Got the back over the middle.
Come on now.
And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end into the first quarter. Now facing a third down as they come back to the line after the break. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got the back in the middle. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit.
One of the things I love about this running back, he can run a lot of different types of routes. I like the job on the angle route there, putting his foot in the ground, crossing the defender's face, and making it an easy pitch and catch for the QB.
Off the play fake on first down to throw.
He called that motherfucker.
So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6. That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
Should have planted that down
right
ball.
down the middle. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense.
All right, team.
Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on it.
So it's not just a strong running game. The Dogs can be dangerous with those weapons up top.
And I think when you've seen Georgia really dominate in college football over the last several years, it's because they've been more aggressive, more willing to throw the football early downs, trust their quarterback, not just the ground game.
Quick release on the RPO. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
And a big key on that throw to the slot receiver, guys, is putting the ball out in front. The location of the throw is what helped that guy get extra yards after the catch.
Quarterback checking the play. Going up top on first down. Trying to escape and get it himself. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Second down coming up. Wide receiver shows motion. Out of the gun, the inside give. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. And the Dogs hunkering down to pick up a first down on the ground.
And you can hear the sound of Larry Munson. Run the dang ball. That's what they've always built this program on, is running the football, physical running backs. That's what Georgia does.
Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down.
Dang, nigga.
And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift.
All right, well, look, I know the defense was feeling real good about their run D coming into this one and how they've been playing up to this point, but finally, David, the offense breaks through, and they finally generate something positive on the ball.
And I can't tell you how easy it is. When you're going to throw the ball consistently, and I know it, I'm going to pin my ears back, and I'm going to get to the quarterback. It makes life really easy on the defensive line. But when you can have balance, now the defense doesn't know what's coming. They need more of this if they're going to be successful
right now.
They'll try it over the left side. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
We got this far. We done got this far, man.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. The short hands, it's Sanders. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal.
I really like this offense staying aggressive. They were in field goal range, but nice job on third down. Forget that. Let's go get the first down. Let's throw the football. Nice read.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Georgia. That touchdown was a clinic in keeping your offense on the field and wearing the other defense out.
Sometimes your best defense is your own offense, being able to stay on the field. You're absolutely right, Reese. That was a clinic. Running the ball, playing at great rhythm and pace, QB making good, smart decisions, and not shooting yourselves in the foot. No penalties, no turnovers. It doesn't get any better than that last run.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Hines is back in the middle. And he's almost to that first down marker there. Saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. So what do they have for third and short from their own 23? They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Russell to the ground after picking up the first down.
And obviously, this is one of the best offenses in the country, and it's because they get first downs. Top 10 in the nation picking up first downs. How nice is it to know you can turn around, hand it off to that guy right there, and let him go to work.
Picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. He looked as if he thought he had it all the way, and this junior makes a play.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
Pulls it and fires to the left. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down.
And that's just a great individual effort by the wide receiver. He catches this ball way short of the sticks, but because he's able to make the defender miss, now he's able to get the extra yards and turn that into an explosive play.
Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can't pick up the first without scoring. They'll try to run for it. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on 3rd down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm. But after that last running play, moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
Go,
just
man.
hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down into this area of the field,
Played
he
terrible
can
in the
get it
first
done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And he tacked on the extra point.
So you see that
About to
linebacker?
kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Going for the return. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14.
Are you spinning my chips?
1st down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. Let's see if they go back to the air on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Touchdown, Bulldogs! How about that D coming up with a play like that? What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
How about the exactly what you're supposed to do?
He done did y'all day. Ain't showing that out there, man.
Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go
I don't even know how to do that shit. They said some buttons you can hit to do the different celebration. I don't even know how to do none of
They're
it.
about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6.
Exactly. That's why I never
He's
got
going to bring
into
it
it.
out from deep. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
On 2nd down, he'll let it fly.
It is a safety.
That might be a little too close for comfort for me. If I'm a play caller, I want to create some space. I want to take a shot, maybe throw the football down the field. But woof, I want my quarterback to know, like, listen, hey, we're really close. We're a bad spot away from 2 points for the other team.
They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Feeling the heat as he lets it go.
They go rock.
And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
And that's why that guy plays DB and not wide receiver. DBs generally don't have as good of hands as wide receivers. That ball should have been picked off on 3rd down. Come on, man. That could have been a pick 6.
Looking for a block.
Take
It's
whatever we
Cole.
get on this side.
He
We ain't
couldn't
being
find
greedy.
much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead.
Let's go.
Touchdown, Dogs! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Oh, he's going to take a chance. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into...
He's got it on the left. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. They were backed up, and then suddenly they weren't. They've got it 1st and 10 now inside the 50. He's looking to throw it. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Touch pass on the run.
Got that outside.
Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got
time
it at the 33.
We'll have to make another difficult field goal over there, man.
It's enough to get you a first down.
The Tigers will have it 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Got his man. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On 2nd down, he'll fire. Feeling some heat. Runs through the tackle. Any way you can in your freshman season at quarterback, and he gets it done on the ground.
There you go. I got you.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Yeah. I'm looking at her like that. Roll your eyes. No. Yeah, but just so why you roll your eyes at her?
LSU ready to boot it away and open this 2nd half. Fair catch called for and made. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense.
Come on, offense, man.
Keeping it on the ground to open the 2nd half.
They ready. They come out. They had their pep talk. They ready.
That'll be a loss of 3.
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against the running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense locking in and shutting down the run game so far.
He's looking for a man on second down. Going deep. And that pass is intercepted.
They made a tackle.
Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always remember your first interception. They'll always remember this moment.
Leaves it with the running back.
And got through that hole.
Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. They'll go right back to it. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. It'll be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they...
Oh, picked off. He'll try to take it back. Touchdown, Georgia. A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense. Good defenses stop you from scoring. Great ones score themselves, and LSU has done that so well over the years.
And it's about guys who are playmakers. It's about guys who can lock up on the outside, and LSU recruits them. They develop them, and so many guys you see at the highest level doing it, and this is why, because they come to LSU and become stars.
Kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. On the run from inside his own 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Pulled and finds his man on the left. Delivers the stiff arm. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Just about any LSU offense will make you hold your breath when they play pitch and catch.
Yeah, just such elite playmakers usually, just such speed. And listen, when you're a defense, speed kills. And LSU, no matter who plays quarterback, they always got dudes that can fly out wide that absolutely scare you.
You got to give this defense a ton of credit because they watch the film. They watch this offense go up and down the field. This QB threw multiple TDs their last game out. Didn't allow a TD pass in the first half. Here they are in the second half doing a nice job defending the defense.
There you go. You laid up.
And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. It's complete to the left. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the first down, keep this drive rolling.
Quarterback on the keeper. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
We've seen throughout this drive success for the offense when they've been running the quarterback. Finally, though, the defense got it right. Everybody played their assignment. They honed in on them, and they got a big stop.
On second down, wants to throw. Finds his big tight end. Knocked off his feet.
That's a nice play on offense there. And how about the tight end getting out of his stance and working his way across the field, using his speed to clear the defense and make the catch.
This is the type of play that decides games. Are you tough enough to convert third and short from the 30? And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down.
Well, it's a really nice job of the offense mixing it up on this drive. We've seen some nice plays throwing it, and how about that one running it too? Great push up front.
LSU with the 1st and 10 here. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. He's got his man. That completion will take him inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
I'm talking about right by the ball.
Got his man on the right.
Blocked.
They make the stop at the
damn so it's over there. You got to
line,
get
and
it
they've
blocked.
got it 1st and goal. And the Tigers are in the hurry up. Wants to go up top.
You got loose on that route. Okay, the boy said they ain't going away.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Lining up for the PAT.
Keep on rolling.
Smashes it
Keep
through
on
for
rolling.
the PAT. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. Ohio State is currently ahead in this one, but it's been a tight one so far in Columbus. They're up by 7 over Wisconsin. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this.
My bad.
Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. The hand to the running back. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass.
Line
And
got
there
back
was
down.
nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and it's fun to be a defensive coordinator.
Well, they finally stopped him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They've clearly found that dude. They score here, we're in for a ball game.
It's caught, and he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts because of the passing game. When you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Quarterback floating away from pressure. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
And now a big third down coming up. Down multiple possessions. This is one, Palmer, I'm looking for 6. I'm not trying to kick a field goal. I want to cut into this lead with a touchdown.
Touchdown, Tiger! And they take it in for 6 more points. Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one.
We got more work to do. See what
They'll
happens.
try to get the 2-point conversion here and make it a 3-point game.
They got that motherfucker.
2-point conversion, and
Y'all
now they're
son of a
within a
biscuit.
field goal. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished it off with the score from the 4.
All right.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They still have the lead here, Jesse, but this would be a good time to put together a drive.
You're right, Reese. You can't rest easy right now. You just watch the opponent drive down the field and score a touchdown of their own, so you've got to answer that here. Your playmakers better step up.
And I don't know what it is about momentum. In all the locker rooms, in all the years, coaching, everything, you can't quantify it, you can't measure it. And the momentum has swung to the other side. You got to get it back. And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy.
I see you out there, my boy.
Dynamic, and he can make so many big plays.
Lock that.
Let
go.
Him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Quarterback checking off. They'll throw it on first down. Fires to the tight end. At the 40, there he goes. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
As a defense, it's so hard covering this guy because of his frame. You're not really going to match up, but this guy's also got some wheels. The hard part is bringing him down after the catch. This guy's like a giant giraffe. You're just lions hanging on his neck trying to drag him to the ground. Not easy to do.
Oh, it's a fumble. Oh, and he's able to get the ball back, but he does lose yardage on the play.
What a lucky break for the running. I can't imagine what goes through your mind when you cough it up. You're like, oh, no, and just huge
Thank you very much.
panic. I got to get back to the football. He did a good job finding his way back to the football after he made the mistake in fumbling in the first place.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Handoff to the single running back. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Okay.
Well, you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him. They have been gang tackling him and getting a lot of penetration up front.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. With jet sweep pass. And the ball's loose in the backfield. And the defense has got it, and they're bringing it back. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. give to the running back.
Go, man.
And they'll drag him down. That's
Take it to
likely
the
the
post.
last
Take
play
it
of
to
the
the
third
post.
quarter.
Take it to the post. 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 Big old tater head, somebody.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. He's looking to throw. Setting up the screen.
Good job.
They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down.
He didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
And that pass intercepted. He didn't get a lot on the return, but man, did he set his offense up at the 30.
That QB might want to register as a 501c3. The amount of donations he is making to the other team right now. Interception number 4 now, putting his team in a bad position time and time again. We might want to start thinking about a change here.
Fires to the big fella. And that is good versatility there and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield. You saw that right there.
And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
On second down, looking again to throw. He caught it. They will score. Touchdown, Bulldogs. That's his third touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense up.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Arizona is up big right now, and what's shaping up to be a blowout they'll be talking about in Tucson for some time. They're up 14 over TCU. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. It's complete. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
Got it set up on the outside. Plows through the defense. They make the stop, but not before the screen has hit him for a first down and much more. Really good execution by this offense.
They've got the weapons to stay aggressive. You just made a big play. Let's see if we can take a shot here into the end zone, score, and try to save as much time on the clock as we can.
To the air on first down. Makes the grab on the left. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Touchdown, LSU! Made the grab and finished the deal in the end zone. They got the score they needed, but this isn't over.
No, don't call it a comeback yet. The first part, step 1 accomplished, but this offense obviously still has work to do, but the defense has to go out and get a stop and get him the ball back.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. and Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Use the play fake, now to throw. Getting some heat. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He's looking for an open man on second down.
There it is.
And he reels it in inside the 30. Touchdown, Dogs! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. It seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Trying to start the drive with a pass. He'll take a deep shot here. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
And the defense is playing with a sense of urgency right now. Obviously, they're playing with the lead. They know this offense needs to find a way to generate points, expecting a shot on that last play. So nice job in coverage.
Finds a tight end.
Tight end clutch.
Stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground covered. Pick up the first. Looking to throw on third. Quickly out to the tight end. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down. It'll bring up a big decision.
And plays like that at this point of the game just aren't going to work. You can't throw short in the middle of the field where guys get tackled and the clock starts ticking. You got to be thinking, we're throwing to the sticks or we're throwing.
Yeah. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on down.
And now my mindset has to completely change. Listen, we needed points. That's moving. Like, plenty of time left, over 3 minutes on the clock. I got to get me a stop, and I got to get that football back so my offense can score some points.
The give as they work on that clock. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Georgia! They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. Well, let's count them up. 1, 2, 3. 3 is the magic number for touchdowns.
Yeah, it's as easy as ABC. Goodness gracious. He's been getting whatever he wants, whenever he wants, however he wants. I want to change something up or maybe focus on that guy that's getting the football a lot and scoring.
Oh, he's going to go for the return. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time. It put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
And after the incompletion on first down, this offense looking at second down. They'll go to the air. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to do it himself. He will not get it. A fourth down stop for this defense as they try to salt this one away.
game, in the second half down 3 possessions, you're not punting anymore, right? Every 4th down you're going to be going for, regardless of where you are on the field. The problem is, defense knows it too, so they're going to play call accordingly. That time, they had a better play call on. They execute. It's just been that kind of day for this offense.
LSU getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
You spread me out, I'm going to speed you up. Nice job. They go empty. Nobody in the backfield to help the quarterback block. The linebacker comes right up the gut, gets the quarterback, gets him on the ground.
Throws to the tight end. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with 3rd down.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a
I was him, though. I changed into him. I changed him. That was me. But he threw that nigga.
Thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense. That's why they find themselves down by so much here in the 4th.
Quick pass on the jet motion. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down.
Well, in that down and distance, you're probably expecting them to throw it way down the field to get the 1st. Instead, they go push pass, and they did catch the defense off guard. And even though that was a big explosive play, David, they still didn't have enough yards to get it.
Well, and catch me off guard is relative. That's what you would say, the offensive player. I would say, listen, we're playing a little bit deeper. We're not going to give it the 1st down. We react to the short stuff. And obviously, that's a quick, easy pass from the offense. Rally up, make the play, live to fight another day.
Exactly. You can just sit out and chill.
He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped.
You got to be impressed by how you've seen this offense finish in this football game. They've been scoring points in the 4th quarter. Just got a touchdown on their last drive, and there they rip off a big run. They are not letting off the gas pedal right now, and as a coach, you love to see that.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Here we go. The give and tick, 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 tick. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Turning to the running game here on 3rd and goal. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And you know exactly what time it is when you get down to the red zone.
But I seen
you recover. But when you got a back like this who punches the ball in the end zone consistently almost every single game, you are going to feed that animal the rock.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Colorado is going to enjoy the trip back to Boulder after a rock-solid performance. And you take care of business on the road, and you stack wins there at Folsom Field, and suddenly it's quite the resume. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. He'll come out throwing on 1st down.
He did.
And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. Running through contact. After making the pick, he took it the other way, and he's dragged down at the 19.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. To the ground with the back. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down.
I love when players understand the situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays.
Feet,
sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
And while this game is all but decided, the offense's job is to score. So they might try to score again. A first down run in the red zone. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
Well, he's had the hot hand, 3 TDs in the game already. I like just force-feeding this guy the rock some more here, Paul.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They've been the more physical team. He does a really good job finding the end zone, running the football. That's why they've featured him today.
Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5.
Good game, dog. I'm pretty sure I see you again on revenge tip in the playoffs or something.
After the stumble earlier this year, a lot of people wrote this team off. People might be searching for